Sitting outside, I see this big old bump. I just busted. I know it's hideous, but getting ready to go to work shortly, in the next half an hour or so. And I was looking through all the poems that I've been writing, and I love them so much. It's been a long time since I wrote so many things that I really thought, were quality pieces of work. You write something and you like it for the moment, and you go back and read it, and you're like, ugh, but I did want to put some poetry up here because, that was the whole purpose of me starting the videos in the first place. So I'm looking through some older pieces that I wrote, and I'm just like, because I feel like I've grown so much since I've written these pieces, but I think that's a good thing. You write things, and then 3 years later, I feel like anyways, 3 years later, if you read those things and you're still like, oh my god, this is the ish, this is my best work. I don't want to say you're not a writer, but I do want to say that you haven't grown as much. And I think that's a good sign. You keep a diary when you're in middle school, high school, whatever, college years. Keep a diary or a journal or whatever. When you're 30 and you read those things, they should seem silly. It should seem childish, I think, infantile. You shouldn't be in that same thought process. At least I don't think so. Anyways, I'm going to read this piece. Most of my pieces are on the computer. I didn't want to sit in that room. Because the lighting's not very good in there. I can see in there fine, but for some reason I look really dark in there, and so just wanted to sit out here where it's a little brighter. So I had to find something because I didn't feel like writing it out, and I haven't hooked my printer up because I just moved back in here last week. So I just had to pick a piece that was already written on paper, which means it's really old because I really don't write on paper anymore. Unless I'm at work, of course. But that's just for the book. Anyways, I think I wrote this. Let me see. I think I wrote this it wasn't that long ago. It was I think 2 years ago. I think I wrote this 2 years ago. It may have been longer than that. It was a while ago. Anyway, it's called I Remember, and it goes, I remember when my heart skipped a beat. I remember when my life felt so deep. I remember longing to gaze into your eyes. I remember feeling connected to you and not sure why. I remember feeling as if we were united. I remember sensing the thug in you but caring for you despite it. I remember the warmth in your eyes as I stared. I remembered my love, myself that I bared. I remember feeling vulnerable and exposed. I remember my heart being disclosed. I remember my body trembling. I remember my cheeks dimpling. I remember every part of me yearning. I remember my very core burning. I remember hearing that distant rhyme. I remember seeing you for the first time. It's kind of lame. I guess that I wrote a long time ago. It's really short. A lot of repetition in it. But honestly, I can't remember what boy I wrote this poem about. I did write it about a guy. Oh, yes I do. Nathaniel Moore. Oh, I probably shouldn't say his last name. Oh shoot. But this guy in the 10th grade. So yeah, that was a long time ago. It was 5 years ago. I was in the 10th grade, and I liked him. I really liked. He was kind of a bad boy, and I still consider myself a good girl, but at that time, I was really pure. I didn't swear. I was a virgin. I still don't swear and that stuff, but I was just super duper pure, and he was a bad boy. He was, to be honest with you, I really didn't know him at the time. I just thought he was fine. I just thought he was so hot, and his walk. I'm not, a lot of girls like guys that are bow-legged. I think it's a deformity. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's certainly not something attractive that I look for in a guy. I think he was kind of sort of almost bow-legged, if that makes sense. But he just had like a wide walk that I really like.
What are you doing?
I'm making a video for YouTube.
You better come on here and come on making a video.
Oh crap, I gotta go to work. Bye.